right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future, in all likelihood, is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155 pounder.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. Yeah. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. Right. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. Yes. How about 15 million? You got some catching up.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight. All right, so here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that Hasbulla in his corner.
Yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one. Well, follow this under a matchup you thought you would never see. Your former AKA teammates, Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's a fascinating matchup, and tonight we will finally find out which of these two men is really better in mixed martial arts.
You know, the fact that people talk about it so much tells you how good and interesting a matchup is. You have Islam Makhachev, who is a better striker than Khabib Nurmagomedov, but then you have Khabib, who is just an absolute dog. He's going to press forward. You may hit him. He will not take a step back. This matchup is so fun to watch. I've experienced it before. Luckily, you guys get to do that tonight. It's going to be fun.
Takedown defense holds up. Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here.
That guillotine is very tight. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Knee on belly, postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped. great defense by this fighter.
Nurmagomedov getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. Oh, good ground and pound here.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, good shot landed there from the bottom.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Oh, big left hand there.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. It's tight.
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. And sliding out.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but he's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Second round, straight ahead.
You with me? All right, listen. You've got to go out there and secure that takedown.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, this should be good as our next round gets underway. We nearly had a knockout in the previous round, but the corner seems to think they have their fighter back in the game.
It felt fun watching such an exciting moment, but it is a testament to this fighter in the toughness and the durability that he possesses, that he's still here right now with an opportunity still to win the fight.
Makhachev gets the single leg takedown.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Makhachev. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Nurmagomedov.
Great shot from the top position.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Nurmagomedov going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
Another ground and pound strike lands on this man.
I mean, how about those 5 minutes, DC? One of the best rounds of the year.
Great job that round. You won clearly. Take a deep breath and relax. Look at him over there. He's like a piece of meat. He's beat up. Let's go out there and look for the finish. I want you to try.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off here.
All about the money. It was greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was heavy. Every time he let loose, he was able to land and land to great effect.
Makhachev's looking to pass into half guard here, but he's denied.
Gotta be careful here. Beautiful transition. In the half guard.
All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient.
Takes his back now.
Oh, now he's attacking North Triangle.
Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep. Arm triangle attempt. He's got to get that elbow going forward. He's got to drop his chest to the mat. Don't squeeze. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. He's having his way with him here. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Nice transition.
Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his bench.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move. Oh, triangle choke by Nurmagomedov.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a seat. That was awesome. Everything you're doing is great. You really found your rhythm and your distance there. I want you to do more of the same, so let's look to really land the big shots this time.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off that stool, and this is a real test of your full desire to win a fight.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you turn a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler. Oh, he's got a choke.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight. It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish.
Oh, that's got to be it.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent. Nice.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Man, the body work really starting to take its toll here. Obvious redness on that right side.
Great job finding his shots from the top position. Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Nurmagomedov's in his guard. Let's see how he chooses to proceed. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, great submission defense.
Work.
Well, he's got his back now. Khabib is able to flatten him out. We'll see how he chooses to proceed from here.
That was nice.
30 seconds to go. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4.
Excellent work last round. Take a deep breath. Now this round, same thing. Let's take him down and control him. He has no answer for you down there.
All right, so a crowd-pleasing 5 minutes in the books. DC, take us through some of the highlights, man.
Punch after punch landed right on his opponent's face. He did a great job of finding his target, locking in, and then getting his fist to the target in that round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round forthcoming. All right, so here we go as the next round gets underway. If Ray Longo was here, he would say that previous round was what we call a striking clinic.
He did a fantastic job of landing his strike, throwing everything with an idea of where he was trying to go, and he landed at a very, very high rate.
Oh, clean hook there. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nurmagomedov. Right into side control.
Big ground and pound.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. So under 3 minutes to go here in the fight. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Islam Makhachev. Lands the ground and pound strike. Makhachev's right back to the full mount. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. All right, so the title fight goes the distance. I don't want to steal Bruce Buffer's thunder because he doesn't like that, but and new UFC champion of the world you're looking at.
Yeah, he's the new champ. No matter how you want to look at it, he did enough to take the belt off the champion. He used his striking, his footwork, his beautiful movement in order to confuse the champion over the course of 5 rounds. He did enough. It's time to strap the belt around his waist.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest
49-46.
for the winner by unanimous decision and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.